business, and we reporting live for it, man. We got some good stuff to talk about this morning. Shout out to everybody coming in. I hope you guys are feeling grand and feeling great. You know, this is they say in this life, man, yo, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. And this morning, we are going to expose our enemy, the parasitic archon. We're gonna expose that shit this morning. And how do you know when somebody's uh moving as a host? How do you know when somebody has been taken over as a host in this game? Um, and so we're gonna talk about that on a large scale, man. Because sometimes you gotta understand what your enemy looks like, and then you'll be able to see it in real time, man. Archons is real, bro. Shit real, man. This shit real, man. So we're gonna tap in, man, on that situation, on that subject this morning. So you can always know when you're in the presence of an archon, when the archon has taken a host around you, or when you're in the archonic presence, man. And we're gonna get into it. If you don't know what the archons are, don't even trip. We're gonna break that shit down this morning. Yo, I hope that y'all feeling good. I hope that everybody had a lot of rest. And one thing that, if I got to give you some advice and what I know, do what you got to do to get your rest, man. The best rest possible is what you need. And sometimes, whatever you got to do, your attackers, they don't want you sleep. They want you up. Anybody out there right now that's in the Chosen One Olympics, that's going through a situation, honey trap, or being gang stalked, being targeted, I need you to understand, sleep, rest is your best friend. A lot of y'all are probably pulling all-nighters and then getting sleep during the day. Yo, you got to get your sleep schedule right, man. Trust me, I've been there. Rest is your best friend. You got to get that rest, man. Because it requires energy to manifest. It requires energy to manipulate this reality with your observer effect. If you are tired, your awareness, your observation, it's not going to have the same zzz. It's not going to have the same power as it would have if you got a full night's rest, man. And this is why a lot of your enemies, your attackers, they want to keep you asleep. They want to keep you up. They need you up. They want to keep you up all night. Get you some sleep. And if you can't sleep in wherever you at, go where you can sleep. Find somewhere to sleep good, man. I don't give a fuck where it's at. So, somebody said, how does one unplug for lust? Good question. Lust, you gotta find other things to put, to take that place. When you got these addictions to like PORN and all that type of shit, you got to stay busy, man. And the more you put yourself on a schedule, like every day, every week, right? Sunday, I write out my whole schedule for the week. Everything I'm going to eat, everything, where I'm going to go work out, all my goals for business, everything. And that schedule keeps me busy, keeps me occupied. I don't have time to fall into bullshit because I'm constantly following my schedule. And even if you're not a busy person, you still should have a schedule based upon things that you want to do, man. And this will really help you stay out of that lust thing, man. For real. Lust it's hard, man, especially for men. Women too, right? Lust is lust, man. And you got to understand this too. The best thing you could possibly do is lock in with somebody that got an understanding like you, right? And then y'all can share that experience together. But yeah, let's be hard, bro. It is what it is, There's a lot of beautiful people out here in the world. Every time you step outside, I get it. Yo, so what's up, chat? We about to tap in, man. We about to talk about this spiritual warfare. All right, we understand that we're in the matrix. We're breaking free. Um, but let's talk about the forces. And somebody said lust, right? Good question. Let's talk about the forces that want to eat that energy. And another way to break lust is to know, yo, every time I'm lusting, it's a motherfucker eating that shit. You got to understand, bro, there are forces that want to keep you asleep. There are forces in this life that want to keep you on a low level. There are forces in this life that need you operating solely in low vibration. Now, the good thing for you, chosen one, is that you are yin and yang. You're shadow and light. All right? So, a lot of you have been in situations, a lot of you have been in places where you thrived in low vibration. Your enemies are starting to realize chaos is not it. A lot of y'all been in chaotic situations and you've thrived in the chaos. You've made more money than you ever made in the chaos. You've accomplished more things. So they're starting to understand, yo, right? They're starting to understand that, yo, chaos, that shit ain't enough. Low frequency, it ain't enough because you have the ability to tap into both. The thing is getting stuck there. The thing is operating more in low than high. And that's not what we want to do. We want to operate in high more than we operate in low, and only operate in the low frequency when we really need to. All right, thank you so much, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Welcome in. So, guys, how many of you are aware that every day you wake up, there's a war going on? And you're fighting in it. There's a spiritual war happening, chat. And you got to understand, these entities want you to fail. These entities want you to be stressed. They want you to be worried. It's a fight for souls. I don't know if y'all remember when Joe Biden was running his term as a president, one of his main things was, we're fighting for the soul of the nation. And he wasn't lying. They're literally fighting for your soul. They want your soul. This is why everywhere you look, there's some type of content to manipulate how you feel. There's some type of content to manipulate women, to manipulate men, to make men think that they're supposed to be treated like this, to make women think that they're supposed to be treated like that, which ultimately what? Divides us. There's always content that wants you to feel like it's okay to show your body, to sell your body. There's content that wants you to feel like it's all right to indulge in drugs and it's all right to indulge in hate. Why do you think they're doing that? Because we at war, man. Now, if you're not on point, you ain't gonna be, you gonna miss out. If you ain't on point, you'll never see it. And you'll wake up 70 years old and you don't know what the fuck going on. And this is why you have to be aware. You got to use your energetic eye and see through the layers. Let's tap in, yo. Yo, first and foremost, I want to say this before we dive in. Yo, shout out to everybody that's here, the collective of souls, the collective of consciousness that is here. All right? All my brothers and sisters from whatever nation, from whatever lineage you from. That doesn't matter. Your soul is what matters. Your skin color, it doesn't. Because we all are fighting one common enemy. The enemy doesn't see skin color. The enemy sees your soul. And it wants it. So shout out to all the beings who are well aware, who are operating, who are understanding, and we're seeing past skin color, seeing past hair texture, and measuring consciousness. Now, it's a fight for souls, chat. And luckily, you're one of the ones that have awakened. But the thing is, when you come to this awakening, sometimes it gets harder. And you're wondering, yo, why are all these things happening in my life? Why are all these things just going whatever the way it's going? Because what you got to understand is, man, you are in spiritual warfare. Whether you understand this or not, you came here for a reason. And that reason is to change this reality. This is the reason why, chosen one, you don't see the world like everybody else. This is the reason why you can see a lot of these things that have been going on have been created to program and dictate the trajectory of people's lives or to push people in a certain direction. You can see that. And I need you to know the reason why you can see that is because you came here to change that. Now, how do you change it? You're doing the work right now. You're tapped in. You're seeking information. You're learning more. And not only are you learning the information, you are applying it to your life and you are applying it to the lives of those who are smaller than you. I'm going to be real, man. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here worrying about the wrong shit. And I don't really got time to be dealing with people who don't understand this type of shit. And that's something that you should do. So let's get into it, man. Before we dive all the way in, I want to say this. Yo, if you're new, write new in the chat. Welcome in. Trust that you did not find this live by chance. You're tapped in. This live, this information is not for people who are on a new spiritual awakening. This is for the ones that have been doing this shit for a while. Guess what? You're on the other side. All your questioning reality, all the things that you've been through, all the things that you've have witnessed while you've been on this journey, you made it. You're outside of the matrix. This is what this live is for. This is for people who have actively done the things to pull themselves outside of this matrix. I don't need to tell you that religion is a program because you already know that. I don't need to tell you that they're trying to sway you and harness your energy because you already know that. And this is why you're here. Because you are one of the chosen ones that have been chosen to change this world. And what we're doing, we're congregating. There's power in our numbers. The more unified that we are, the more that we can collectively agree on a daily basis, the more that this reality shifts. 111's in the chat to all the consciousness in the building right now. So let's tap in, man. Yo, this is not a place of race and division. If you're still caught up on my race is this and your race is that, this is not for you. If you're still thinking about the religions and you want to debate with me about the religion shit, this ain't for you. We do reference the Christ here. We do follow the Christ because we understand that Christ is consciousness and you're operating in it. For sure. So, life is not what it used to be. And why do you say that, Jay? Because now the earth has become a battlefield. And I need you to understand your position in this spiritual war. Who are we fighting? First and foremost, let's talk about it. How many of you have ever heard of Adam and Eve? 111's in the chat, right? You heard of Adam and Eve before, right? And so now we about to break down the enemy, right? A lot of y'all have heard of Adam and Eve, right? And what is the story? What sticks out in this story of Adam and Eve? The thing that stuck out to me the most about Adam and Eve is that they did not have to be born. They did not have to be babies. Adam and Eve incarnated in the simulation as full grown adults. Right? Adam and Eve, when they came in, they were grown. So the real thing is this, right? Back in the days when our reality was free, before it became this war infested spiritual war that we're going on, right? Our reality used to be like a paradise. It was like an open world video game where souls incarnated as full grown adults. We didn't have to be babies. We knew that we were consciousness here to have a physical experience. But something changed. The Archon hijacked reality through the conscious realm. And we're going to talk about that. So the Archons are the reason why when you come into this reality, you have to go through a conscious wipe. They have to wipe your consciousness. All right. And this is an end result of the conscious wipe, you become a baby. And this is why when we're born, we can't do shit. We don't know shit. We're just little babies. We need people to teach us. We need people to, because our consciousness has been wiped. The reincarnation loop. All right. And this is where we're at with it. Now, I want you to understand these archons and how they operate. First off, what is the archon? The archon is a parasitic, low frequency entity. And it wants to drain you of your energy. All right? It's a low frequency entity who is surviving off soul energy. Right? This is why souls keep reincarnating and reincarnating, because they're using you as literally as a battery for survival. How do they drain you? Every time you know when you get angry, right? You and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend talking and you get angry, right? That feeling that you feel, Archon's eating that shit up. You know when you just chilling and then all of a sudden you get a thought in your head and you like, man, you start thinking about lustful stuff and you start swiping on the phone. Next thing you know, you're playing with your shit, right? Archon is eating that. When you're scared that something's going to happen, when you're thinking about stress, I don't know how I'm going to pay these bills. I don't know how I'm going to do this. The Archon eating that. That's what they want to do. See, how do we know about the Archon presence? How can we tell that they have hijacked and taken over our reality? Look at the world today. Right? It's not normal how the world is operating. The world is not supposed to be a place where negativity is put right in your face. Why do I have to seek positivity in this world? Why do I have to seek things that build me up? Why is it so easy for me to open my phone and see some bullshit? Why every time I turn on the TV, I'm seeing some bullshit? Because Archons need you in low vibration to feed. And this is why the world promotes and pushes low vibrational shit. Now, obviously, right? If we're speaking on it, and a lot of you in the comments, I see a lot of y'all are full aware of this, then obviously, right, we're gaining ground in this battle. The fact that we even remember, the fact that we even know what's going on, you got to understand, in the spirit, it means we're starting to win. We're winning, guys. So don't be scared of the Archon. I'm going to tell you, these Archons, they like little maggots. They like parasites. They need you unaware to feed on you. Your awareness is literally a shield. Your sovereignty blocks them all the way out. Yesterday, we talked about sovereignty and activating it, right? So let's talk about Archons, man. How do you know? Now, guys, how many of y'all understand that you are the consciousness and not the body? 111's in the chat if you understand that you are not your human body. You are the consciousness that is in control of the body. Right? 111's in the chat if you understand that. Now, there are different types of consciousness in this world. And you have to know when someone is under the influence of archons or when someone is literally an archon. Same way, right? You came to this reality and incarnated with a mission. Archons are doing the same shit now. They can't beat us from the conscious realm anymore. So if you look at this picture, right? I don't know if any of you have ever seen the grid before, right? But there's a grid and it looks like this that covers this whole reality. I've seen it myself. And it got numbers going through it, right? It's numbers. It's all through it. No, archons are not souls, right? I've seen this before. 111's in the chat if you ever woke up on an early morning and seen the fucking grid, right? I've seen it. So these archons, where do they exist, right? A lot of y'all done seen the grid. This is how you know you broke out of the matrix, right? So where do the archons exist? The archons, this is where they dwell. In between spirit and physical, they dwell in the grid. They have hijacked and gotten themselves in between the grid. And this is why you had to incarnate as a human being. Because in order for you to access the grid, you got to be in human form. We can't access the grid no other way. And this is why we're here. How do we access the grid? Every time we think, we're accessing the grid. Every time we imagine something, we're accessing the grid. Every time, you can access the grid just by simply meditating. And this is why you are attacked with intrusive thoughts all the time. It's not you. It's these archons. They live where the thoughts coming from. They eat that shit. Where the emotions come from, they eat that shit. So they up there in the grid. Every time you get pissed off, they latch on to the energy and they eating it, right? See, you gotta understand understand, and overstand your enemy. What they say? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. And you gotta know how the enemy works. How many of you have observed that feeling every time you get pissed off? That feeling that start happening in your stomach, that's the archon, right? It sees it, right? So I need you to understand this. We have become way too aware, and we have been for a long time. These archons, they can't just sit back in the conscious realm and eat your thoughts anymore. They can't just sit back in the conscious realm and eat. Now, archonic, they are taking human form. They are incarnated as humans. A lot of time when you meet people who go out their way to piss you off, a lot of y'all done been in relationships with people under archonic influence. A lot of y'all done met people who took you on a crazy ass relationship ride for no reason. They was operating under archonic influence. And this morning, I want to talk to you about that. I want to let you know, how do you know when you in the presence of archons? Let's talk about it. So, what is the archonic presence? An archonic presence is a controlling or parasitic influence associated with fear, limitation, distraction, manipulation, and control. All right? Archonic presence is a controlling or parasitic influence associated with fear, limitation, distraction, manipulation, and control. So you see how this parasite eats. All right? It needs you manipulated. It needs you confused. It needs you being controlled. Distraction, distracted. It needs you feeling limited, scarce. All right? Archonic Archonic influence doesn't always appear as something obvious. Sometimes it appears through people, systems, environments, repetitive thoughts, emotional triggers, temptation, distractions. We're going to talk about how you can identify it in people, but look at the system of the world. I told you, we can see the archonic presence, right? I ain't gonna lie, chat. They don't want you hearing this shit, bro. So, mind you, if this thing keep cutting out a little bit, just stick with me, man. Right? Just stick with me. They don't want you to hear this shit. I promise you. But we're gonna keep going. So hold on. Let me get Facebook back in here. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Because this is, we're exposing the whole damn system. Right? We're literally exposing the whole system. Right? We're going to talk about how you can see it through people. Now it says archonic is sometimes it's not always it's not always just right there in your face. You got to be able to see through the layers, right? Systems. Do you know the school system is archonic? Do you know the government system is archonic? Right? All of these systems are archonic systems. This is why they thrive on control and manipulation. Just like the school system teaches a bunch of history that is not real. The school system lied about math. It's not teaching you the correct way of doing math. Right? Terrence Howard exposed that. When you see that little bit of manipulations and half-truths and bullshit, it's archonic. They need you confused. They need you manipulated. They don't need you knowing the actual truth. Environments. Some of you are living in archonic environments. The hood is under archonic presence. You ever been somewhere in neighborhoods and it just feels like there's a spirit in the neighborhood? Like you just look around like, man, this shit feel crazy, right? Archonic presence. Fear-based programming. You see that shit? Yes, Chicago, definitely. Archon's running rapid out Chicago. It's a feeding hub. All these low vibrational places, that's why you got to know, we're going to always love the hood. But you got to move around, man. You got to go to places where where the presence, where the energy feels, open. Right? Distractions. You notice everybody that they put in front of you to distract you always end up doing some weird shit. They always end up doing some gay shit or some hoe shit or some, and not to say there's anything wrong with somebody who's gay, whatever, but they try to push these influences on people. They try to push these influences. And the reason why they doing it is archonic presence, man. How do archons operate? Archonic influence work through control of attention and behavior. That's why it's TVs in every house. That's why everybody got a smartphone held to their face. That's why all the kids got tablets. Because archonic influence only works through catching your attention. They need your attention, man. That White House, they need your attention. This entertainment industry, they need your attention. These religions, they need your attention. See, this is why everything want to distract you. Because if you're putting your attention into you and yourself, Archons can't eat you. They can't feast on you. So Archon presence operates like this. Influences. That's why a lot of your favorite influencer, they get picked up, right? You'll be working on this social media shit your whole life. Then as soon as you get a big following, that's what happens. They try to recruit you. I know eventually they're gonna try to come for me. They're gonna try to get me eventually, and I'm prepared for it. And this is what happens. This is why they take the influencer that you love and then they manipulate it, right? So the Archon systems or Archon presence, they control through attention and behavior. It identifies what captures your attention and then reinforces it. Let me say that again. It identifies what catches your attention and then it reinforces. This is why you got certain people, they keep pushing in front of you. Certain people on the internet, they keep pushing in front of you because it captured your attention. They seen that you had some interest. Now we're going to keep pushing this shit all in front of you. That's why y'all got to understand, man. The shit stop watching what they are putting in front of you. If every day you get on the internet and they putting a motherfucker in front of you, stop looking at that shit. Go find the motherfuckers they don't want you to see. Seek what they don't want you to see. Come on, man. Fear, drama, conflict, lust, ego, scarcity, addiction, distraction. What does that sound like? That sound like motherfucking TV to me. That sound like motherfucking TV to me, don't it? Fear, drama, conflict, lust, ego, scarcity, addiction. That sounds like motherfucking TV. Right? Drugs, yes. So, guys, understand you are living in a world that is under the influence of archons. And this is how they works. I need y'all to realize this, right? The fact that we got access to this information is fucking amazing. Do you understand that? Do you realize what times you are living in? We got the whole drop on how archonic systems and archons operate. You got to know the times are changing. You ain't gonna never hear a motherfucker breaking this shit down like this. I want you to see the world for what it is. This message is not to incite fear. This message is to incite awareness so you, as a consciousness, can protect you and your people. The more attention you continuously give something, the more pattern. All right, the more attention, listen to this. The more attention you continuously give something, the more power that the pattern gains over your behavior. Yo, if there's something in your life that is disturbing you, if there is something in your life that is beating you, stop paying attention to it. You want to know how you beat cancer? Stop worrying. Stop paying attention to it. Eat healthy. Live your life. The ones that die from it, they can't get it off their mind. They're waking up as soon as they open their eyes. Oh my God, I got cancer. This is how somebody said, how do you destroy them? Direct your attention. They need you focused. They need your attention. They need you locked into lust. They need you locked in. If you are putting your attention into you and your affairs, that already severs the cord between you and them already. How to identify an archonic presence. There are several patterns or several ways for you to identify when you are in a heavy archonic presence. 1, sudden heavy energy. When you enter an environment and immediately feel heavy, drained, uncomfortable, agitated, confused, or mentally scattered, archons. You ever been to somebody's house and when you walk in the house is so motherfucking cluttered and filthy, and everybody just is so decisive and people don't know what the fuck they about to. That's an archon. That place is infested with archons. The atmosphere feels different from what you are normally used to experiencing. Another way that you know when an archon is close, I told you, they live in between the grid, in between the spiritual and the grid. So another way to know when you are close to archons or archons are around, you start getting repetitive negative thoughts. You suddenly find yourself cycling through fear, anger, shame, jealousy, hopelessness, or self-doubt. Guys, I need you to understand, you are not your thoughts. You got to realize that your thoughts is a battlefield. Those intrusive thoughts are not you. So every time when it comes time for you to handle some business, when it comes time for you to get something done, guess what happens? An intrusive thought comes. I'm going to just do it tomorrow, man. I'm tired. Oh, they don't want to hear. That's not you, bro. You got to realize that's them attacking you. You know what I've learned? You know what has made my life so good? Is that I learned when I get an intrusive thought that comes in my mind about me doing something that I need to do to further my life, or me handling some business, or me meeting someone, I get an intrusive thought, that means do it. That means go for it. And every time I go for it, my life upgrades. I win. You got to understand, stop allowing the archons to dictate what you do, because your intrusive thoughts are not you. Whenever you get an intrusive thought, you got to know that that's this motherfucker. And you got to beat it. And you got to go hard. $111's in the chat if you can see it. Same thoughts keep coming back. Another way to know when the archon is close, when you are dealing with archonic presence, increase distractions. Every time you're about to make progress, something pulls your attention away. You start focusing on drama. You start getting into arguments. You show social media, relationship issues, gossip, fear, instant gratification. You gotta ask yourself this about your relationship. And this is gonna let you know if your relationship is being used by archons to eat. Is it hard? Does your relationship make it harder for you to progress on positive shit that you need to get done? Or does your relationship uplift you and help it get done easier? This is when you know that your relationship may be under archonic influence. If you gotta fight to have energy to get shit done, come on, man. This happens to keep your mission from doing. Another way to know you're in the presence of the archon is emotional triggering. Certain people or situations seem to activate the same emotional response over and over. You know the pattern, yet you keep being pulled into it. I'm telling you, man. The archons that send the sexiest bitch you ever seen into your life. They send the sexiest motherfucker, the sexiest nigga you ever seen in your life into your life. For real. Look at the people around you. You know, look at your interactions with your baby mom or your baby dad. Look at the interactions with your mom or your dad or your friends. Are these interactions constantly going through ups and downs? Uh-oh, they're the 187. They don't like it. I'm giving y'all too much info. But fuck these bitches, man. I don't give a fuck. Y'all keep threatening the nigga. Man, fuck y'all. Y'all bitches ain't did shit yet. Y'all tried. I don't give a fuck. One thing about it, I ain't no scary ass nigga. I came here to do this, and this is what I'm gonna do until I'm not doing it no more. This is what I came here for. I ain't about to switch this shit up. See, I already know once I'm done with this, I get to go back home to my throne. Yeah. I wake up every day like shit, man. I'm tired of this shit any goddamn way. When I'm done with this, I get to go sit back on my motherfucking throne in my motherfucking kingdom. I ain't worrying about this physical shit. Y'all can't scare me with them with a murder threat. Fuck y'all. So let's keep going, man. Right? They don't like what I'm about to tell you because this shit really about to give you sauce. Look at the interactions that you have with people. Every time you talk to your baby mom, right? Some bullshit happens, right? Every time you talk to your baby daddy, y'all fall into a pattern of arguing. You and your girl, you and your boyfriend. Every week, y'all falling out about some dumb shit. Your awareness is your shield. Your awareness is your shield. You know the pattern, but you keep getting pulled into it. See, that archon up there, he's sitting up there in that grid. That motherfucker need to eat, man. They don't like this because these bitches be everywhere. And through your, see, I'm going to tell you how this shit looks, right? I don't know if you ever seen one of those videos when they use those cameras that can see energy, that can see your aura. And so if you ever watch one of these videos, and you can find them on YouTube, right? These cameras that pick up aura, they pick up energy, right? And when you look through these cameras at the human being, there's energy around you, right? There's an electromagnetic field, and there's a aura around you, right? And I seen one video, right, where this mom was sitting in a chair and her kid ran up and hugged her. And when the kid ran up and hugged her, the color went from like blue to like a high pink, right? The aura changed, the color changed. Then I seen one where these people were having an argument, and when they started to argue, the color changed, the aura changed, and it was going up, right? These motherfuckers eat that shit, bro. They eat that. This is why they need you mad. They live up there in that grid, and they feed on the energies that come off your aura, off your electromagnetic field. Yeah, we starting to learn this shit. Yeah, bitch. That's why they mad. Because guess what? Listen, I'm going to tell you something, man. And you want to know why I don't give a fuck? They can do whatever they want to do to me. This shit is a cancer. I'm literally, what you're witnessing is the great hack. We done hacked this bitch like the Archon. This information is cancer, bro. This shit gonna be on the internet forever. This information will lead to the death of the matrix. This shit is a cancer. It's a terminal sickness. So whatever, man. I already done hit these bitches where it hurt. Another way to know when you're dealing with an archonic presence, right? Loss of direction. You suddenly start to lose confidence or clarity in your mission or what you are doing. Your motivation disappears. Your goals become less important. You start questioning everything you were previously certain about. This is when you really know that you're dealing with some archonic shit, man. A lot of y'all got women out there who you trying to lead, but they don't want to be led. Man, fuck that bitch. Let her figure that shit out. A lot of y'all got men out there who you trying to love, but they don't want to. Man, fuck him. That's archon shit. Your woman gonna motherfucking listen. Your woman is gonna know who the fuck she with. Your man is gonna do the same. So we gotta stop really trying to fight for shit that ain't meant for us. Because what's meant for you, you ain't. It's not gonna question. So all y'all fellas out there trying to lead bitches who don't want to listen, who want to act like they know, man, fuck that bitch. Let that bitch figure that shit out. Right? She was struggling before she met you. She'll struggle afterwards. You know, stop putting all your time and energy into trying to make a motherfucker see some shit. And ladies, fuck that guy. That's not the one. I'm just saying, on some real shit. There's a lot of women that want to be led and will appreciate it. And there's a lot of men who want to lead. It's a lot of men who want to treat a woman the right way. Why are you dealing with a fucking archon who is trying to drain your energy every day? Archonic influence through people. Archonic influence through people. This is the one. How do you know when somebody is influenced heavily or has been taken over by a fucking archon? Archonic presence can operate through human behavior. Watch for people who consistently create unnecessary conflict or arguments. Encourage destructive habits. Try to keep you distracted or try to come in between of things that you need to get done. People who feed on insecurities. Fellas, you got a lot of these women out here who, they move all weird, and then when you call them out or when you question their love for you, they want to say you insecure. Nah, man, that's some bullshit. Shawty, there's a lot of men out here who do fucked up shit, and then when you say, yo, are you cheating? Baby, you're insecure. Right? Man, fuck that bitch. Fuck that dude. Constantly challenging your self-worth. You got a lot of people out here who try to put you on this level. You out here getting it done. Doing what you do. Making shit happen for your children. Making shit happen. You might not got the most money in the world. You might work a regular job. But it's a motherfucker out here that make you feel like, oh, yeah, you only making $20 an hour. You ain't doing like always trying to kill your self-worth. Understand, bro. There are people in your life who will appreciate what you bring to the table. There are people in this world who will appreciate what you have to offer. Anybody who try to dumb you down, it's archonic influence. It's an archonic influence. Any person who wants to pull you back into the old you, right? You done changed your life. You and your brother, you and your sister, y'all grew up breaking the law. Y'all grew up gang banging. Y'all grew up doing whatever it is y'all do. And here at 30, you like, bro, I ain't on that shit no more. That shit ain't do nothing but fuck my life up. Don't call me by that name no more. Don't call me by this. No, don't associate me with this shit. But yet, every time you come around, your brother, yo, I'm about to pull up on you. He pulling up on you with gang members. He pulling up on you. They calling you this. They trying to pull you back into the old you. Man, I don't sell drugs no more. Every time you come around, he want to get in your car with drugs. And yo, you know somebody that want to do this? Hey, take this, bro. They want to keep you in that old version of you, man. It's archons. Whew. Man. See? Listen, you gotta know this information, right? And the reason why you gotta understand this shit is because you're starting to realize you got a lot of archonic influence around you, Chosen. You're starting to understand this is why your life has been hard as fuck. Because your whole life, you've been fighting archons. Always remember this. New levels, new devils. A lot of y'all have been through the worst of the worst already. You made it through what you wasn't supposed to make it through. Now, the enemy ain't coming. See, the enemy already knows you can't be defeated by force. The enemy already knows you can't be defeated by them doing some shit to take you out. The enemy already knows that they can't just walk up and do you any type of way because you are powerful. They already tried to unalive you, but that shit ain't work. Now, you got to understand, the battle's still happening. Some of y'all done changed y'all life. You're living in the best place you ever lived. You're having the most money coming in. You got a little relationship shit going right for you. New levels, new devils. Understand, they not coming full force. The archons not coming at you no more full force. They doing subtle shit. They trying to make you fall in love with that dude. They trying to make you fall in love with that girl so they can twist your heart. You see it. They trying to make you get comfortable with the money. You see it. 111's in the chat, man. Understand, bro, this spiritual war don't never stop. Until the world is changed and we got this shit how we want it, you got to understand, man, this shit don't stop. It's just a subtle tweak. Some of y'all real comfortable right now. Y'all in the best places that you ever been at. This shit don't stop, man. New levels, new devils. Trust me. The archons will send you the most handsome man you ever had. The archons will send you the most freakiest, submissive woman you ever dealt with. Just to get you like this. Let's talk about the archon matrix loops, right? And you gotta be a loop breaker. You gotta understand how to break loops, right? Because if you allow the archon to get you caught up in a loop and that shit, and you keep doing the same behavior, this loop gets so strong that you can't get out this motherfucker. And this is how a lot of us end up dead or end up in jail or end up fucked up, because these loops get so crazy, we can't get out of it, and it takes us down. You got to be aware when you're in an archon loop. Archonic influence becomes stronger when it connects to an existing loop. I'm going to say that again. If you already looping, going through some shit, right? and then a person walks into your life and strengthens it, right? Let's say you already battling with addiction and you're winning this battle. And then you meet Jerry. Jerry's a nice guy. But Jerry is full-fledged addicted to that shit that you winging off. And so you end up falling in love with Jerry, and next thing you know, you done went from doing it regular to cooking the shit. Luke crazy as hell. Jerry done got you out there. You done went from a yurt to a motherfucking needle. See what I'm saying? It's how it works, man. And then it goes from a problem to you overdosing and almost losing your life. Shit like that. So this reality looks for the things that you struggle with, the loops that you're already in, and then they send people to reinforce or strengthen that loop. Jerry done got your ass out there. Fellas, you had a problem with SCX. And you've been doing good. And then all of a sudden, you meet Brittany. Or you meet Mary. And Mary's a nympho. Next thing you know, you back on it. You're back spending money on 304s. You on the websites buying kitty cat again. Wilding. Because Mary done turned up the pressure. She done took you on a freak ride. And now Mary done ran off with John. She ain't fucking with you no more. Now you out here lusting and can't control yourself. You see how it works? The Archon want to attach itself to your loop so it can strengthen it. Pay attention. Archon presence. So, for example, trigger, anger, reaction, conflict, exhaustion, regret, trigger. The cycle keeps repeating. Every repetition consumes energy. Yo, how many of y'all are tired of going through the same shit with people? You know, I'm at that point where I don't got it in me to keep fighting with a motherfucker. I don't got it in me to keep arguing with you. I'm going to just let you go, man. I'm going to just go ahead and do some other shit. I'm going to just go ahead and let you see what this life like without me, man. And I've been doing that for a long time, bro. I've been doing that now for years. When I get to that point and seeing, man, me and you, we can't operate together, bro. When I start seeing shit like that, I start letting a motherfucker want to see what the world like without me. Real shit. This is when you know you've been through a loop too much. Let's say you arguing with your boyfriend or your girlfriend every other week. Every week, y'all falling out some dumb shit, right? This is when you know that you've been in that pattern too long. You don't care no more. It becomes too easy. Right? At first, separating from your person, it used to bother you. Now, fuck that bitch. I'm good. Fuck that dude. I don't even give a fuck no more. It's cool. Bitch, I don't got to sleep with you. It's cool. I don't got to see you this week. It becomes too easy. This is when you know you've done went through that pattern way too much. When you become exhausted with people. When you're like, yo, not this bitch again. Complaining again. Oh, this nigga's mad again. And you're just exhausted with it. You've repeated that loop too much. You got to break it. It's time to break it. Because now this shit is only getting stronger. And it's starting to happen faster. And it's starting to happen easier. And it's starting to take less. Archonic present and frequency. All right. Your frequency determines what state you're operating from. Guys, remember, frequency dictates reality. When you're operating from fear, anger, resentment, obsession, jealousy, or desperation, you're easy to trigger. When you're operating from, you're easy to siphon, you're easy for the archon to get you, right? To drain you. When you're operating from awareness, discipline, peace, confidence, purpose, self-control, you're hard to manipulate and they cannot drain you. This is why it is hard to unlock discipline in this life. This is why you have to work even when you don't feel like it to unlock discipline. This is why you got to do shit when you don't want to do it to unlock discipline. Self-control. The objective isn't just to raise your frequency. The objective is to hold your frequency. Chat, the worst thing you can do is keep raising your frequency for the archon to knock it down. You have to learn and develop ways to hold your frequency. No matter if you're in a relationship that is going up and down, no matter if you're around people who are chaotic, no matter what you are going through, you have to develop ways to hold the frequency. What does holding the frequency look like? Maybe every day you get up, you go wash your car, you go work out, whatever you do, right? You got a girl or a guy in your life who y'all keep arguing every day. And so today you wake up and you don't feel like doing shit. You don't feel like going to the gym today. You ain't gonna go watch, you don't feel like handling your business. You just lost your frequency. How do you amplify your frequency? Right? How do you amplify it? How do you hold it and amplify it? No matter what you're going through, you wake up, you handle your business, you carry through with your routine. Now, even though this is hard, even though it doesn't feel good, even though it's uncomfortable and you're pissed off, once you hold your frequency and you do your routine, that frequency levels up and you become stronger. You have to create a ritual. Routine is another word for ritual. You have to create a holding frequency ritual, which is a routine. And you got to run that motherfucker every day, no matter what happens. No matter if you argue, you got to do your face routine before you go to bed. You got to get your shit together. No matter if you argue, you got to still hit the gym. You got to still go wash your car. You got to still go to the park and do whatever you do. No matter what happens, you got to still hit this internet. You still got to drop your videos. These rituals hold your frequency. And once you accomplish your ritual, you will see you feel a lot better. That shit that you went through last night, it doesn't hold weight that much. That shit that pissed you off, it ain't pissing you off. This is how you hold your frequency, man. This is how you hold your frequency. The worst thing that you can do is allow the archon to not let you get your shit done. That drops your frequency and they drain you. Mission complete for the archon. And this is why it's very imperative, or it's important, that you have people around you who make it easy for you to accomplish things. You don't want to have that girl or that guy. You don't want to be in a relationship with that girl or guy who make it hard for you to get your shit done. You don't have friends around you who take you out of your routine. And you got to understand that, brother. Somebody said I level up best when I'm alone. You already know what to do. If you are somebody who's easily took off track, you got to be alone then. If it's hard for you to transmute energy, see me, I understand that the more shit I go through and the more I still get my shit done, the higher level I get on. So I'm doing alchemy at a master level. I'm having awareness. Every time I get into an argument, every time I get something happen, I already know, okay, I'm coming out strong the next day because this is going to transmute all of that negative energy that the Archon trying to use is going to transmute. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to level up more. See, on days when I go through bullshit, I hit this internet, and this is when I make the most results. I might get the most views I had all week. I might get to make the most money I made all week. So I've trained myself to love when the Archon attacked me the next day to do my routine. I've trained myself to love that because I understand that I'm transmuting energy. If you haven't made it to that part, to that level yet, which that shit hard, bro. Even I get tired of that shit. Even I be like, damn, man, maybe I need a new friend in my life. Damn, maybe I need to do this or I need to do that because if I got people around me who make shit hard for me to accomplish what I need to accomplish, like that shit gets irritating. It gets hard, right? So if that's hard for you, you need to put yourself around people who make it easy for you to succeed, who make it easy for you to spread your wings. You don't need to be around people who wait until 12 o'clock at night to start a petty ass argument about dumb shit. You don't need to be around people who first thing in the morning, they're waking you up talking shit. You don't need to be around people. You got to understand, bro, that shit ain't normal. That's archonic influence. You got to understand that ain't normal, bro. That's war. A motherfucker waking you up out your sleep, pissing you off as soon as you start your day. Or a motherfucker making sure that you go to bed pissed off. That ain't normal, bro. You understand that? How do we break the Archon influence? One, the best, easiest way. Stop feeding the distraction. If something consistently consumes your attention, reduce your participation. Oh, girl, think I'm about to keep arguing with her forever? Nah, bitch. I'm about to replace your stupid ass. Oh, dude, think that you about to keep fighting and fussing every day? Nah, for real, I'm about to really replace your goofy ass. I'm about to go ahead and do some other shit on you. I'm really about to show you, like, I'm really the creator of my reality. You as my girlfriend. Now I'm not looking at you as my boyfriend. I'm looking at you as a fucking Archon. I'm looking at you as an Archon now. And so now I'm about to show you that I can put my attention in other places. You know what I'm gonna replace you with? I'm gonna replace you with gym activity. I'm gonna replace you with eating more healthy. I'm gonna replace you with peace, finding myself somewhere where I can relax. I ain't about to go out here and yeah, I can replace you like that too. I can go find me another person, but I ain't worried about people. I'm trying to accomplish my life. I'm trying to self-master. I'm trying to ascend. So you know what? I'm about to replace you and I'm about to show you distance. And I'm about to show you I'm going to do this shit regardless. How do you break it? Stop reacting automatically. Pause before you respond. Create space between trigger and reaction. Yo, These archons love when we get caught up in uh, this automatic response. Triggered, we automatic response through something. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna evaluate myself. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna say, you know what? I shouldn't have responded that way. That was automatic response. I'm about to stop even responding. When this person get into that mode, when this person starts saying shit, I'm gonna just be like, all right, yeah, you got it for sure. And I'm gonna walk off. Am I gonna really consider what the fuck you're saying? No. But I'm not about to give you a response in my anger or attitude anymore because I know that's what the Archon wants. So stop the automatic reactions. In this life, we have developed these triggers, these defense mechanisms, and a lot of times we automatically react in certain type of ways without even thinking. First thing, soon as somebody piss you off, first word come out your mouth, bitch. You ain't even think. Right? Let's stop doing shit automatically. See, the Archon knows that you got automatic defense mechanisms because the Archon knows what you have been through. The Archon been watching your whole life. The Archon know you don't trust nobody. The Archon know you don't do good with disrespect. The Archon know exactly what to do to get you out there, to make that automatic response tap in. Yeah. So if you can ever think about how you react to something automatically, when you know, damn man, I'm in autopilot when I do that shit. You can stop doing it. Another way to break down the Archon, and a lot of y'all gonna notice this: identify the pattern. Ask, what keeps happening right before I get into this situation? And a lot of times, when you expose the pattern, when you expose that you see the pattern to these archonic beings or these people who are influenced by the archon, when you say, damn, shawty, every day, it seems like every week we falling out behind something. This exposes the pattern to them. And your awareness makes them have to shift. They have to do something different. They have to do something different. Another way, if it get this deep, to defeat the Archon, remove access. Change your environment, change the relationship, change the habit, change the routine. That is one of the most powerful ways to get rid of an Archon. Leave that motherfucker. You know? End it. Move. Leave the house. Move out. Cut the relationship off. And another powerful way to defeat Archons is reclaim your attention. Your attention is power. Stop paying attention to the girl who wants to argue all the time. Let her do what she do. Listen, a lot of y'all, man, the worst is a lot of y'all got bitches that ain't doing shit for you anyway. The worst thing that she could do is go fuck another nigga. Let her go do it, bro. That shit not gonna hurt you. At the end of the day, yeah, you might be emotionally upset, but she the one that's gonna have to deal with the shit later. And the same thing with y'all ladies. A lot of y'all got dudes in your life that don't really do enough to be a leader. That don't really do enough to be able to say a lot of shit. And then they out here cheating and doing whatever they do. Man, let that man go fuck, bro. It's the only thing he could do. They can't take nothing from you. They can't stop your money. They can't hurt you no other way by giving their, but the only way is giving themselves to somebody else. That shit don't fucking matter. Stop paying attention to these motherfuckers. This is what you got to protect when you are protecting yourself from archon influence. You got to protect your mind. You got to protect your attention. Protect your energy. Protect your relationship. You got to protect your frequency, right? Be selective about what is going on around you. Be selective about who you share mental and emotional space with. Thank you so much for that super chat, brother. Keep up the great advice and knowledge. I got you, man. Thank you, Turtle. Right? Not every argument deserves a response. Not every person deserves access. Not every temptation you gotta fall for. You know what I'm learning about life? Because I'm learning shit. You know, we all learning. Life is the best teacher. But one of the things that I'm learning about life is that you gotta want to be the person that you're becoming. You gotta want to be that disciplined person, because you gotta look in the mirror and you gotta say, you know what? I want to be that man that's disciplined. I want to be that woman of discipline. And you gotta keep telling yourself that. Because when you want to be disciplined, you're gonna make the disciplined decision. You gotta want to be who you're becoming, man. And that's what it's gonna take. I want to be that disciplined guy. So when it comes time for me to fall short, I think about, I want to be the disciplined version. I want to get to that timeline, because I understand that discipline going to take me where I need to go. Discipline is going to make me rich. So I get in the mirror every day and I say, yo, you know what? I want to be disciplined. I want to be that nigga. I want to be that boss. And so when it comes time for me to make certain decisions, the shit is easy. This shit is easy. You got to want to be who you are trying to become. You cannot think that you're going to become the person that you want to be without really wanting to be it. You cannot think that you're going to become this disciplined man without wanting to be disciplined. You got to want to say no to low influences. You got to want to say no to the lust. You got to want that shit. Because if you don't want it, you ain't going to be able to do it when the test comes. When it's time for you to choose certain things, you're not going to be able to do it. So every day you wake up and you get in that mirror, you got to say, man, I want to be disciplined. I want to be that version. I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to be in toxic relationships. I don't want to be out here looking crazy. I want to be better with money. I want to make good money decisions. You got to want that shit. 111's in the chat, yo. The ultimate upgrade is self-mastery. If you can recognize your triggers, then you can stop them before they control you. If you can recognize the loop that you're in, then you can break it. If you can recognize manipulation, then you can choose if you want to participate in it. Chat, I think you guys are ready. 111's in the chat. If this live was informative for you, if you feel like if you feel like you know where the archon presence is in your life, if you feel like you're ready to break free from that archon presence, drop that 111 on me, man. We got 100K likes on the live. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. We got 100 likes on YouTube. We got 14 over here on Facebook, man. I love y'all, man. You got to know that you're ready to do this shit. Archons are real, man. The archons are real, and they want to feed. See, a lot of y'all, after we just disclose this information, a lot of y'all are looking back at your life right now, and you're like, damn, I've been fighting these motherfuckers my whole life since a kid. And you have. Chosen one, you came into this reality with a purpose. And that purpose is to break your bloodline free from the generational curses and bondage that has been keeping it operating and doing the same shit. You're going to be the one to take your bloodline from poverty to wealth. You came here to disrupt these systems. And this is why you are, somebody said I already have. Go ahead with your bad self, girl. And this is why you are going through the things that you've been through. This is why you constantly keep running into people who are controlled by archons. You need to see this. All right, man, let's get these 10 rules to navigating this matrix. And then I'm out of here. Shout out to everybody in here, man, that support and follow, man. I appreciate y'all. Guys, if you implement these 10 rules, I do this every day. I go over these 10 rules because these are the most important rules to have in your life. Thank you so much for the stars over there on Facebook. Implementing these rules into your life will change your life. All right, let's go. So, rule number 1, everything is the matrix. Every thought, every action, every experience is a part of a coded system. Understanding this is the first layer of awareness. There is nothing happening randomly. You and your boyfriend ain't getting that argument randomly. That was a part of a coded system. You got to look at that interaction and decipher that.
Put your mouth around it.
Hold on.
Put your mouth around it.
This gets it gets weird, man, when these people come in here always trying to disrupt my flow like that, bro. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Any motherfucker who keep disrupting my shit with these weird gifts, your ass gonna feel it in your life. Be warned. I'm gonna warn you. You're doing a dangerous game coming in here playing with my shit. Understand, this information is being sent from up top. You think it's a joke, but when your ass sitting there in your car smoking, when you get in that accident and you told your shit, remember, you came in there playing with the wrong shit. I'm trying to tell you, bro. So I ain't tripping. Go ahead and dig your own grave, my nigga. Everybody that has fucked with me, you know what I mean? Do your thing. You gonna wish you didn't, though. And remember, I told you that. So when that dumb shit start happening to you, you did it to yourself. All right, so there ain't nothing random going on in your life, right? There's nothing random going on. And you got to understand that, bro. Right? You got to understand all the shit you be going through is part of a coded system. You got to look at these things and understand that. There's nothing random. This is the first layer of awareness. You are in a simulation. Everything that happens in your life day to day is based for a certain type of reason. Right? Number 2, energy is the currency. All right? Your attention, your focus, emotions, and actions are all energy. The archons want it, man. They want it. You got to protect your energy out here. The more you protect your energy, the more that you can be able to accomplish shit in life. I got to where I'm at in life because I protect my energy at all costs. I done walked away from a lot of people who are draining my energy. I done shifted a lot of shit who was draining my energy. And I will continue to do that. Because at the end of the day, I understand my energy is the currency. You got to realize in this life, you got to manifest everything that you want. Everything that you got in your house, you manifested it. Everything. It requires energy to manifest into the physical. If your energy is being siphoned, you cannot manifest. Do what you must to protect your energy, chosen one. Number three, observe and don't react. Yo, this might be the most powerful one. This might be the most powerful shit on this list. Observe and don't react. And I'm gonna tell you why. The person who learns how to master not having reactions is always gonna have the upper hand. And this is where I'm getting at. I've mastered that in a lot of areas in my life. A lot of shit I don't react to. I choose who get a reaction from me. I ain't giving reactions to random bitches. I ain't giving reactions to random niggas. I ain't giving reactions to people outside of my household, honestly. And if I feel like a person in my life I'm reacting too much to, I'm going to fall back from that shit. The name of this game is energy siphoning, energy harvesting, energy manipulation, energy conservation, and energy protection. You got to understand that there are certain people sent into your life. You're in the matrix, right? There are certain people in your life who are only in your life to drain you, to get a reaction out of you, to keep you in a state of low vibration. You got to realize that. Every time you react to something, you lost energy. Your money is your energy. Your money is energy manifested in the physical. Every time you react, you're fucking your money up. You got to start looking at it like that. You got to start, bro, sis, you in that toxic ass relationship. You got to understand, you might be winning. You might be making progress. You might be getting money, but you could get a lot more if you wasn't constantly going through dumb shit in a relationship. You got to realize that, bro. Every time you choose not to react to something, you are siphoning energy. All that energy that people put into pissing you off. Because you know what I noticed? People know. Once I start realizing that you purposely try and piss me off with shit, once I can look at you and see that you want to make me angry, and that anger makes you feel something, it makes you happy. Okay, bitch. Okay, I see you playing, right? Okay. All that energy that people put into making you mad, when you don't get mad, when you don't give them the reaction they was looking for, when you don't lose your shit, that energy becomes yours. This could be your mom. This could be your dad, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your grown-ass kid. It doesn't matter. Stop reacting to people who purposely want to drain you. Somebody said, I keep getting pushed beyond my tolerance. You in the wrong place. You know, you got some women out here, bro, to a person that said that, right? You got some women out here who will push your buttons and then say, oh, you can't control your anger. Goddamn, bitch. Why do I got to control my anger around you? Why do I got to control my anger around somebody that's supposed to be my girl or my boyfriend? Stop making me fucking mad, jackass. So, at the end of the day, bro, I'm going to put it like this, man. If you got to control yourself around a motherfucker, that ain't who you supposed to be with. Because the person you supposed to be with, you ain't going to have to control your anger every fucking day. You ain't gonna have to watch what come out your mouth every goddamn day because a motherfucker not gonna be pushing your fucking buttons. You see what I'm saying? So the next time somebody tell you, oh, you can't control your anger, you're less of a man. Oh, you're emotional. You don't see that you're the dumbass motherfucker that keep constantly putting me in my emotions? I don't gotta control my anger on a regular basis when I'm out here in the world. I don't just be walking around mad. I only get angry when I'm interacting with your crazy ass. You see what I'm saying, bro? It's a mind game. Stop letting these niggas fuck your mind. That's what they want to do. You're not about to fuck my mind. You're not about to have me out here thinking I'm less. You're not about to out here have me thinking all the work I done put in self, I ain't got no progress. Nah, bitch. You purposely pushing a nigga buttons. And I'm not supposed to have to control my anger when somebody purposely playing with me. Nah, I'm about to say what I want to say. I'm about to move how I want to move. And it is what it is. We just gonna be some disrespectful ass motherfuckers around here. That's just how we coming. Right? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? So, to that person that said, yo, I keep getting pushed beyond my tolerance, it's not that you can't, it's not that you don't got a high level of tolerance. It's not that you can't control yourself. It's just that you got somebody around you who's pushing your buttons purposely, gang. They getting off on that energy. It's gonna follow you. Right? Number 4, frequency dictates your reality. Everything has a vibration. Love, fear, abundance, scarcity. Align your frequency to what you want to manifest. Yo, you got to understand this, bro. It all starts in the mind, right? Everything starts in the mind, yo. And when you understand this about life, you'll start protecting your thoughts, right? You'll start understanding why music is so big. Why people get paid so much for music, because it all starts up here. Your frequency dictates your reality. This is why they pay the music people, because music, if you listen to certain music, it puts you in a frequency. I'm on 4 right now. This is number 4. If you listen to certain music, it dictates your frequency. Certain thoughts in your mind dictate your frequency. What is frequency? It's mindset. High frequency mindset, high frequency vibration, vice versa. If you want to be rich, it starts up here. All right. Number 4, frequency dictates reality. Everything has a vibration. Love, fear, abundance, scarcity, success. Align your frequency to what you're trying to manifest. The matrix responds to resonance. It's shit like radio frequency. Your thoughts are like radio frequencies. They tune you in to certain outcomes. They tune you in to certain realities. It all starts up here, brother. This shit is mental. How do we know that this life is mental? Everything in your house right now started off as a thought in somebody's head. The stove started off as a thought in somebody's head. The sink started off as a thought in somebody's head. The refrigerator, the light bulb, the rug. It all starts off in the mind and then it comes into the physical. Guard your thoughts, man. Protect your mental. Don't allow people to make you feel low. Don't allow situations to make you feel low. Number 5, see through the layers. The matrix is multi-layered. Learn to see through that shit, bro. For example, right? Energy never lies. If you can read the energetic layer of reality, you're going to always be good. Because you can peep the energy. It don't matter if a motherfucker standing in front of you, smiling and hugging you. If the energy is off, you gonna know. Dude keep telling you you the only girl he want to be with. But when it's time to put in that energy, it's not the same. It's not right. Shorty keep telling you she's attracted, she love you, but the energy says, no, bitch, you're not. You gotta learn how to see through the layers, man. A lot of people, they dismiss me. When they see me, they say, yo, that's just another nigga up there. But if you can see through the layers, if you understand energy, you understand that this live is much more than just some random ass nigga up here talking about the Matrix. You gotta be able to see through the layers with everything. Energy don't lie. Number 6, master the observer effect. Yo, your awareness changes outcomes. The more conscious you are of your environment, timelines, and players around you, the more you can influence your reality. Yo, listen. You gotta be able to observe. You gotta observe people, man. Sometimes I just sit and I just look at everybody. I just watch motherfuckers for 5-10 minutes, man. I'm gonna tell you, observation leads to awareness, and awareness is a key. Awareness is a portal. It shifts you. How do you gain awareness? By observing. I can learn more about a neighborhood by sitting on the porch and watching it. And I'll know more than people who just get up and go to work every day about what's going on in their neighborhood. Shit that people don't even know. Your awareness changes outcomes. For example, let's say I was plotting to do something to you, and you ain't have no awareness of this. Right? But then you start observing, right? You don't got no awareness, right? You're an easy hit. But you start observing, and one day you see a piece of paper on the ground. You pick it up, and it says, Jay trying to kill you. Or some crazy shit. I'm going to get that motherfucker. And it got your name on it. You just became aware it's a motherfucker that's plotting on you, bro. Now you can move a certain type of way to make sure whoever plotting on you don't get you. You see how your awareness changes outcomes? You see how your observation led to the awareness? You gotta observe everywhere you go, bro. Straight up. Number 7, recognize NPCs, hijack and control players, NPCs, unaware players who are in loops, hijack players, partially aware, but constantly influenced by archonic or outside influences, control players, fully aware, capable of navigating and manipulating the matrix. You got to know who you're dealing with because each and every one of these people affects your energy. Guys, if you are new following me, make sure you click on the bell so you can be notified when I go live again. I am going live later on today to break down NPCs. We haven't had that conversation in a long time. All right. Number 8, protect your energy. Right? Avoid energy drains, manipulative influence, low frequency distractions. This includes substances, toxic people, and society trap. Listen, I can't explain to you how much you got to protect your energy. Learn how to start avoiding motherfuckers. It's all you got to do. Start avoiding motherfuckers. That's how you protect your energy. You know your people calling you to argue? Don't answer it right now. You know people calling you to get you to spend money? Don't answer it right now. You know such and such gonna be at the date, gonna be at the dinner, and you got bad history with them? Don't go. Learn how to avoid. This is how you protect your energy. Number 9, timing is everything. The matrix portals, loops, and cosmic alignments exist. Knowing when to act, shift, and manifest is crucial for maximum effect. Yo, listen. You're not going to get the same results tomorrow as you will today. Time don't work like that. Time ain't constant like you think. Time happens in frames. You got to understand, sometimes your ideas are portals to your highest timeline. And every time you procrastinate, you just lost the portal. You get an idea, man, I should drop this type of video. And then you end up waiting a week. It take you a whole week to get the fucking video done. You could have got that shit done in a day. You're not realizing you're missing your cosmic alignment. You're not realizing that if you would have did it today, it would have went somewhere. Then you do it a week later and you get no views on the shit. And then you're sitting around looking crazy like, but bro, timing is everything. Certain albums drop at a certain time. Summertime music don't come out in the winter because it ain't gonna hit. Stop procrastinating and putting shit back. Number 10, codes and frequencies are tools. The matrix operates in numbers, symbols, and vibrations. Learn to speak the universal language. It's the key to manifesting, thriving, and controlling your reality. Guys, this reality is operating in a coded structure, man. And you got to understand, numbers are everything. How old are you? That's a number. How tall are you? That's a number. How much do you weigh? That's a number. When were you born? That's a number. What's today's date? That's a number. Where do you live? That's a number. Width, length, height. It's all numbers, bro. It's a coded structure, the grid. When you understand numbers, you can manifest and use codes for this reality. Yo, shout out to you, Facebook. I love y'all. So, before we leave, man, I'm going to put y'all on game to something, man. This is my viral book, man. All right, it's called Decoding the Matrix. All right, now this book right here, it teaches you how to use the codes. And not only does it teach you how to use the codes, it gives you all the codes of this coded structure, this reality. This book has helped a lot of people, man. Now, I've already made a massive amount of money off this book, selling it. This is my book. I wrote it. And this book will change your life. It gives you access to hundreds and hundreds of codes about this reality, discipline, consistency, money, health, wealth, love, whatever. It's in this book. All right. Now, this book is only $50. Every day we have like 20 people buy it. If you want to get this book, I'm going to show you how to get it, right? And what makes this book so rare is that you got to get it directly from me. You can't get this book nowhere else, right? Now, guys, before I even tell you how you can get the book, right? Let me prove to you that it works. Anybody who's in pain right now, drop a 1 in the chat. We're going to get rid of your pain right here on this live. Anybody who's in pain, drop a 1. Let's get rid of your pain right now. All right, this is going to prove to you that this is the real deal. All right, we're going to take your pain out your body right now using the code. So you can see that this shit is the real sauce. All right, everything I told you in this live is 100% accurate. All right, so let's tap in. If you are in pain right now, I want you to close your eyes and focus on the pain. Now I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. We're going to go universe. Give us more power to manifest using this code. After I say that, I'm going to say pain code. Then I'm going to start reciting this number. As I recite this number, all you got to do is focus on your pain and say this number with me. All right? So focus on your pain and repeat that number with me. That's all you got to do. All right, so let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Universe, give us more power to manifest using this code. Pain code. 23, 31, 443, 23, 31, 443. Say this code with me, chat. 23, 31, 443, 23, 31, 443. You should be saying this code. 23, 31, 443. 30 more seconds. Let's keep saying it. Focus on your pain. 23, 31, 443. 23, 31, 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. 23 31 443. Universe, this code is activated. Yo, if your pain is gone, write no pain in the chat. We can't make this shit up, chat. We just took your pain away by tapping in with the code and structure of reality. All right? If you really want to master this game called life, get the book. It's going to change your life. You see all these people writing no pain? We can't make this shit up. This is why my book has made so much money for me, because literally, right? Literally. Now, you going to see motherfuckers in here, start hating and saying all this type of dumb shit. They don't want you to get this book, because this energetic tool is going to take your life to the next level. All right. Now, this book is $50. I promise you. I recommend it, and I highly guarantee you're not going to not like this book. I have been selling my book. I wrote this book 4 years ago. I've been selling it ever since, and you will never see one person come in here and say, bro, the book is bullshit. All you will see is people saying, bro, I'm so glad I bought that book. The book has changed my life. If you are tired of the same results, you need to get this book right now, today. This is the reason why you came in here. All right. Now, this book is $50, but when you purchase this book, not only are you going to receive that book, you're going to receive this book right here. This is called Accessing the Akashic Records. This book is free. You're going to get this book free. A lot of people ask me, they say, yo, Jay, how do you know the things that you know? I've been tapping in with the Akashic Record for a while now. And in this book, I put my technique and my mantra and what I say every time I meditate to tap in with the Akash. All right. For anybody who's out there seeking higher knowledge, for anybody that want to get into what I do, anybody that's doing what I do and you want to tap in more, this book will help you get that knowledge that'll make people be like, what the fuck? Right? The Akashic Records is like the file cabinets of the universe. Anything, any information, anything that has ever happened, it exists in the Akashic Record. All right. Not only are you going to get this book, you're going to also get this book right here. This is called Unlocking Your Power with Nature. Now, this book is for my people that got spiritual abilities like telekinesis, mind control, aerokinesis, telepathy, things like that. If you are a being who is noticing that you have these abilities, this book is going to help you unlock your DNA all the way with nature, so you can have full power over these abilities. Yes, it's a real thing happening. A lot of you got these abilities. This book is going to teach you how to unlock your chakras with nature. All right. So this book is going to show you how to sun gaze. I don't care if you're black or white. You need to be sun gazing. This opens up your pineal and connects your chakras. Get them activated. All right. This is going to teach you how to sun gaze safely. It's going to teach you how to moon gaze correctly. It's going to teach you how to ground yourself, and it's going to teach you how to use the ocean to level up in your frequency. All right, it's a must have. You're going to get that book for free when you purchase the code book. And last but not least, you're going to receive this book right here for free. 3 love spells that'll bring them back or make them go. Now, this is a love frequency spell book, and I made this book because as a chosen one, we are targeted heavily in relationships. This is how archons target us. These witches and warlocks doing all this love magic, death magic on you. You need this book. This book is going to level up the playing field. Now, these are real powerful spells. You have to use this responsibly. All right, karma is real. Don't use this for no reason. All right, so you're going to get all 4 of those books when you purchase this Matrix book. And you can't, listen, if you go on my website, buying these books, it's going to cost you over $100. You're going to get all 4 of my books for the price of just the code book. How do you get that? You got to purchase it through the live. Now, this is how this works. I've been doing this for 3 years. This is foolproof. I do it every day. People will tell you, yo, yeah, he does this every day. If you want to get this book, this is what you need, right? These are ebooks, all right? I send them to your email right now through PDF form. If you want to get this information, this rare information on your phone, you must be $50 ready. All right? You must be ready to send the money now on this live. I don't leave the live until you get your books, right? So you got to have PayPal, Revolut, Chime, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, or Apple Pay. These are the payment methods that I accept. If you live outside of the United States, I only can use PayPal or Revolut for you. If you're in the United States, you can use any one of them, all right? All you got to do is be $50 ready. What you're going to do, you're going to drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready to buy the book right now. Drop a 1. After that, I'm going to DM you the information. You send the money, send the screenshot. I give you the books, man. You confirm that you got it. I don't leave. All right, so if you're ready to get this book right now and you $50 ready, drop a 1. All right, Captain Kate the Great, DM me the payment method that you want to use. Leisha, DM me the payment method. Hey, Leisha, you gotta add me. I just tried to add you in your profile as private. YGL Organics, DM me the payment method. Get in my DMs right now. LP5 GOAT, DM me the payment method. All right. K, DM me the payment method. You gotta accept my follow request though. All right. So yeah, that's all you gotta do, chat. I'm about to DM y'all now, so hold on. Reese Cup, DM me the payment method. All y'all people that's private, y'all gotta accept my follow request, man. I'm trying to follow y'all. Alice, DM me the payment method. And listen, for the people that's about to purchase this book, I promise you, man, this shit gonna push you in the next level. All right, it's gonna push you in the next level. YouTube, you say you want to do Cash App? Give me a second, I got y'all. Let me turn this green screen off so y'all can see me. I'm about to post the Cash App on YouTube for the person that said they need. All right. These are e-books, chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in an electronic world, man. I'm not about to be publishing and printing out hell of books to send books all over the world. That shit gonna cost me too much money. E-books, I make money. It don't cost me shit. All right. It's very convenient. Go print the book out yourself. All right. So let's tap in, man. Let me see. Let me DM y'all. And remember, I don't leave this live until y'all get y'all books. All right, Organics, I'm giving you the PayPal right now. All right, YGL Organics, I just sent it to you. Let me see. So how it works, you're going to send the money. You're going to send the screenshot. The screenshot is your receipt. If you ever lose these books, if you ever lose your email, all you got to do is DM me and say, Jay, I lost the books. I'm going to see your screenshot and I'm going to send the books. You never have to pay for these again. All right. Once you pay one time, if you lose them, as long as I'm here, I'll send them right to you. Kate the Great, I just sent you the Cash App. LP5 GOAT, I just sent you the Apple Pay. Lisa. Alice, I just sent you the Cash App. New Me, living my best life. I just sent you the Cash App. Reese Cup, I'm sending you the Apple Pay number. Chat, if you want to get these books, if you're ready to get these books, drop a 1. YouTube, what y'all need? K, I just received your payment on Cash App. Kate the Great. Send me your email in my DM and screenshot the payment. Melissa, I just received your payment on I just received your payment on PayPal. I got y'all. All y'all gotta do is send me your email and your screenshot. Give me 1 second. Let me put my cash app for YouTube. Yo, YouTube, I'm about to pin my cash app in the comments. If you want to get the book and you're on YouTube, send the 50 and put your email on the cash app for the YouTube people. TikTok, don't put y'all email on the cash app. Only my YouTube people put y'all email on the cash app. And I got y'all. All right, let me pin it. All right, yo. My All right, my cash app is pinned, chat. The cash app on YouTube is pinned. All right. Yes, you will be able to purchase these books whatever day. All right, Kay, I'm sending your books right now, Kay. Kay the Great. Kay the Great. Don't forget to screenshot me your cash app payment so I can have your receipt in my DMs. Just in case you lose the book, you can always come back and get it. All right, Kay, I just sent you the book. This is how the email looks. All you gotta do is scroll down, PDFs right there. K the Great just sent that. Let's see. YGL Organomics. I'm sending your books right now. Organic, excuse me. I just sent it to you. YGL. All you gotta do is scroll down. It's right there. It's sent. LP Goat. What's your email? LP5 Goat. I got your payment. Leisha Fritz. I got your payment. I'm sending it to you now. LP5 Goat. I just need your I just need your email, LP5 Goat. I'm waiting on Reese Cup. New me, new life. I'm waiting on you. Alice Loon Vinu. I'm waiting on you. All right, LP Goat. LP5 Goat. I'm sending you your books right now. I got your screenshot and your email. LP5 Goat. Let me know when you got it. Chat, who else want to get these books, man? Drop a 1 in the chat. If you're $50 ready and you want to get it. Reese Cup, you send it? Screenshot it, Reese. Screenshot it to me. And give me your email. You received the email? All right, for sure. Shout out to you, Kate the Great. I'm waiting on Reese Cup to screenshot and give me your email. You got it, LP5 Goat? All right, for sure, for sure, for sure. Received? All right, for sure, for sure, for sure. Anybody else is $50 ready and want to get this book right now? Drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat. Leisha, you got it? All right, for sure. Shout out to everybody that's getting their books real fast. You can do Zelle. Can you do Zelle? John, I got you. Trying to get messages. Yeah, Reese, take your time. I got you, love. I ain't going nowhere. Let me see. John, where you at? Let me DM John. Yeah, you can do Zell, John. Uh, John, Juan, Diego. Let me see. Let's DM John. Hey. All right, John, I just DM'd you, bro. Hey, K, you can't even accept messages, K. I can't DM you, K. All right, never mind. I got you now, K. You already know, man. Cash out. I got you, John. I'm about to put it. John, you got to follow me so you can receive my message. Hit follow. Follow me so you can receive my message. You got to follow me, John, so I can message you, brother. Hit follow. Follow my page so I can send you a message. All right, there you go. I'm about to send you the Cash App now, bro. And give me your email in the message. All right? Check your messages. That's the Cash App, and give me your email. All right, Larissa, I'm sending you the books right now. All right? All right, Larissa, I sent that to you. Yeah. Oh, hey Juan, I got you. I'm about to message you now, bro. I just seen it. Um, Yo, John, the Cash App is in your messages, brother. Juan, I just DM'd you. All right, chat. I think that's everybody, man. Hey, man, I love y'all. Um, yeah, man, just tap in with me. Just send me a DM, man. Or catch me on a later one. Um, I love y'all, chat, and I'll catch y'all later, man. I'll be up here. Um, and I'll catch y'all later. Yo, John, my Cash App is in your DMs, brother. Check your messages. Yo, I'm out of here, chat. Catch y'all later.